What's up, guys? This is Bags with another video. This one is, well, I'm gonna straight up say it, good riddance, but it's official. Concord is gonna go offline on September 7th, just a week after release, which is just crazy. It's just incredible how fast this game died out. There were like 600 players, I believe, playing it. Let me actually see the stats. Let me bring them up. There were 660 people playing it on its peak, all-time peak. Just 9 hours ago, there were just like 29 people playing it. It's just incredible. Like, it flopped really hard. Now the question is obviously why, right? I think there's a multitude of reasons. I think the studio focused way too much on pushing their own beliefs and not actually trying to make a game that's going to be fun to play, and people are going to be like, hey, you know, Bob, you know, George, you know, this and that, and tell their friends that, hey, you know what, this new game has come out, you know, cool, give it a try, let's play it, you know, when are you off work, are we gonna play this? Nope. There were a lot of reports coming out in the last week or 2 weeks where you know, people were talking about stuff like this, for example. Actually, not this one, hold on. But this is also part of like what happened when they realized this game is not gonna fly, because nobody was pre-ordering it. There were like just a few hundred pre-orders in the US in like a big retail store, which is horrible, right? Also, this is official, by the way. It's the PlayStation blog. They say blah blah blah, imported update. This is from the game director, by the way, so I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. I'm single taking this video. Blah blah blah, Concord funds, yes, all like 660 of you. They're shutting the game down pretty much on September 6th, 2024. So this is official 100%, right? What I was saying is, there were a lot of reports coming in that the studio behind this game, they were, you know, they were receiving concerns during the tests and everything that this game is not really fun. It's not really trying to cater to a wider audience and like do the things that are fun and like, you know, follow into the footsteps of like Overwatch and other things that are, you know, other games that are very successful. And the actual response is just staggering. Like, they said, we're gonna dismiss it as white noise, which to me sounds like so alien of a phrase. I don't want to slap any adjectives to it, but you guys can make your own decision on what that means. There's a lot of discourse around this game, you know, talking about DEI and SBI and all that. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. I think it's partially the reason. I just think that the game was just generic. It didn't have the hook. It didn't have the gameplay to support, you know, what they were trying to make. And I think they just thought, you know, they can get away with just trying to copy, you know, Overwatch a little bit, do their own thing, push their own, you know, kind of like beliefs in it and all that. It's just, I don't know. I just wanted to make a quick video about this because I want this to be a lesson to Sony, which just lost 200 million on this game. They didn't even sell too much of it. They sold like 25,000 copies of this, which is absurdly low. Like, there's indie games out there that are made by a single person on their free weekend, that, you know, on their free time during weekends only, and they've sold like so much more. They've succeeded so much more, right? They've been taking, as you can see on the screen, like pre-orders from June, and not many people pre-ordered this, dudes. It was just not good. It just wasn't working. And then you had, I wanted to get back to this. You had IGN, community leads, and like a lot of journalists, like gaming journalists, really pushing this game and trying to like sell it for Sony, right? And it's like, what is happening here? You know what I mean? Like, why is everybody in such a hurry to get this to be successful, and then boom, a week later you get this from the exact same publication, IGN. Look at this. This is the community lead journalist in IGN telling somebody he's a bad person because he didn't pre-order the game or whatever, you know? And it's for like disagreeing with her, pretty much. And then the same IGN today posted this. There is a definite lesson here to be learned by both gamers and the gaming companies trying to make this kind of bullshit. Guys, seriously, stop giving your money to people that hate you. Right? There was one of these devs the other day on Twitter, and he was saying anybody criticizing the game, he was just labeling them as talentless freaks. So I'm not even gonna lose a single second of sleep by these people losing their jobs, or Sony losing 200 million on this gamble they took, because they banked on a very loud minority and their beliefs that are gonna go mainstream, which is not gonna happen ever. If you're a minority, you're a minority for a reason, and your beliefs might be the greatest ever or the most altruistic ever, but you're still a minority, and the other, you know, people which summarize the majority, they're not gonna agree with you. They're not gonna buy your product. They're not gonna support it. So this is a lesson they need to learn, and I'm afraid Sony's pulling the plug, just so they can write it off and label it as a loss, and then also, you know, dismiss it from the taxes. So I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. I'm obviously not their accountant or like their team of accountants, but it smells like it, you know, a little bit. We'll see. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting, and my genuine thoughts are exactly what I said. Like, when everybody, you know, all these journalists try to like push this thing and like try to get everybody to play it and be like, there's people, you know, they're gonna lose their jobs if you don't support them, and oh, we need to give this game a chance, and oh no, there's a hate campaign and all that, you know, the usual bullshit. Bros, I hated to break it to you. If your game is not doing well, there's only one reason. Your game is shit. It's not that deep. If it was good, it would be pre-ordered by millions of people. But if it's not good, then people don't want to play it. And if you try to strong arm them, or like gaslight them, or like guilt trip them to play your game because the poor devs are gonna be out of job, or Sony's gonna lose 200 million, which is nothing for Sony Entertainment. Like, bro, it reeks of desperation, and I don't want to support that. What's next? You're gonna be sending me emails about the kids in Africa not having food and shit, so you can sell me your game? Like, it's obviously like a strawman argument, but like, what's the next step? Anyway, this one is done for. It's gone. We got the important update on the PlayStation blog. Blah blah blah. The actual game director, he pulled the plug on it. He announced it like a few hours ago. I was live earlier, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. Oh, it's pretty important. They're gonna offer refunds, and actually, they're gonna offer refunds for the physical copies as well, which I've never seen before. You can actually go and turn in your physical copy at a retail location outside of PlayStation, and they're gonna figure out how to refund it to you. That's very, very interesting. Like, it seems like a no questions asked refund. So if you happen to purchase this by accident, just go give it back, and they're gonna give you your money. Yeah, you're gonna be able to get it back from Epic Store. You're gonna get it back from Steam and everything, from the PlayStation Store, obviously. So that's important, and that's nice. They're offering refunds, at least to the poor, like 600 people that pre-ordered this. But yeah, There should be a lesson. This flopped within a week. In a week's time, it was done for. There was nobody playing this. Nobody was really talking about it besides like people pointing out that the game is not being played. So definitely a lesson here to be learned. Guys over there at the gaming companies, if any of you happens to see this video, just do me a favor. I've been playing video games all my life. I'm gonna be 40 in a few months. I started gaming back in the 90s. Actually, it was in late 80s when I was like 6 years old or something. So trust me, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of games. I played a lot of games. I played unholy hours. Please focus on making fun games. That's it. People want escapism. They don't want a lecture. They don't want agendas. They don't want this and that. They want to fire up their PC. They want to fire up their console. And they just want to have fun with their friends or solo if it's a single player game. And that's it. They don't want Mario telling them how things are going in Italy and their prime minister or whatever the flying fuck. They just want to play Mario. I hope that's as simple as an argument as simple as I can get it, as I can put it. I'm not very good with words. I know I'm a content creator, but I'm not very good with words. Like, this is as simply as I can put it. People want escapism and they want to have fun. Having lore and getting influenced by real world events to tell a nice story in a fictional setting is okay, and everybody enjoys it, in books, in films, in cinemas, and media. But at the same time, when people are getting bombarded IRL by all these things, they don't also want to see them in their games where they're going to escape that. It's not very hard, guys. Just stop. Don't make games like Concord. Don't make games like Dustborn. Don't make this crap nobody wants to play, and it's gonna be fine. I'm thankfully seeing a shift in the gaming industry. It has been ablaze for the last few years, and probably for a good reason, like lots of layoffs. But I'll be fair, I mean, I had friends that got affected by layoffs and stuff, but at the same time I acknowledge that the industry is getting better. So we're gonna be returning soon to an era of gaming that's gonna be good games again. They're gonna be fun games. Just give it a little time. Please use your wallet and your brains if you're a gamer and watching this. I know I don't get too political very often, but like, this is my hobby, man, and I hate that it was being destroyed for like over a decade. How many people do you know that I keep telling you, oh man, there's nothing to play, there's no good games that came out the last few years or whatever? Like, these are all things people are going through. It is a hobby, and it has been infected by people that want to push the actual hobbyists out and take over it for profit. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work, guys. You can keep trying how much you want, but it's evidently not gonna work. Like, your shitty game flopped. Good riddance. And that's how I'm gonna end this video. If you wanna catch me live, you can watch my streams over here on YouTube. I also stream on twitch.tv/AI_bag. Same username as here on YouTube. I multi-stream, but I do try to push the occasional video. If you're watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and a sub if you want. It really helps. Also, leave a comment what you think about this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.